On January 4th, 1922, YWCA Princeton received its charter from the National YWCA. The population of Princeton at the time of our founding was around 6,000. To put that into perspective, that's only about 500 more than the entire current student population at Princeton University.
The YWCA Princeton began operating in a modest office space. It consisted of a single room located right here at 148 Nassau Street. But to really understand how and why the YWCA Princeton blossomed into existence, we need to go back. Did you know there was once a Mercer County YWCA? It was formed in 1919 with funds from the War Work Council of the National Board of the YWCA. Mercer County YWCA provided many of the same amenities and programs that the future YWCA Princeton would provide. A lounge for visitors and shoppers, recreational and meeting spaces for Black and white women and girls, employment services, discussion groups, and a cosmopolitan social club and English language classes.
From its inception, the former Mercer County YWCA and early YWCA Princeton recognized the need to make programs accessible to all women and girls in the community. However, because Princeton was a segregated community, so were its services. To address this, a special committee was formed in 1919, which would serve as the forerunner of the Committee on Colored Work. Years later, with the same mission at its core, the Witherspoon branch, also known as the Colored YWCA, was established. I'm extremely proud of where we have come from, thinking about how things were separate, knowing that we had women in the Witherspoon community that were committed to empowering young girls of color, being able to lay that foundation and pour into them. It makes me proud. It makes me proud as the leader today. I also believe that we have to be transparent and acknowledge what happened in the past, because that has helped us to become stronger. You acknowledge the past, it makes you stronger, and you move forward.
We need to go back to November of 1921. Princeton withdrew from the Mercer County YWCA and submitted an application to become a separate entity. The application indicated a recognized need for a YWCA, as well as assurance of interest, financial support, and volunteer leadership.
In 1925, we expanded our programs and services to address a wider range of interests in our community's growing needs. Lectures and discussion groups were formed to examine contemporary topics such as federal tax policies and race relations. We also began to offer traditional programming like cooking and sewing classes, as well as social events like dinners and dances.
You may be wondering, what did fundraising look like in 1927? We're here at Princeton Garden Theater, where we hosted a fundraiser including moving picture performances of His Secretary and a Dog's Life featuring Charlie Chaplin. All proceeds benefited the YW's efforts to furnish their meeting space. The cost of admission, just 40 cents.
A highlight to end the decade, Gladys Hurst Banks was hired as secretary, an early word for executive director, for quote-unquote work among colored girls and women at the Witherspoon YWCA.